So just a quick update. This is day 3 of our using our new chicken brooder. We've got a bunch of feeder hens up down there, or excuse me, these are broilers, and then these are egg layers up here. They do seem to be liking the brooder, and things are going good. So I'm not sure why the folks who had this before us got rid of it, and I'm not really questioning it either way, but it does seem to be working pretty well. I think maybe they outgrew it or they just decided not to use it anymore. I'm not sure. But it does seem to be working pretty good. The only problem we have, obviously, is we got one broken feeder, and I don't have the ones that it came with. You can see all of them. They're all missing an end, or they're all having the same problem. It's got a hook here that's missing. So I had to design something for that. Right now I've got it just tied up, which is not the best, because you can see it's fallen a couple of times. We've lost a bunch of feed. But all in all, our chickens seem to be doing pretty good in here. They seem to like it. The nice thing the thing I like about it most, it's pretty warm in here today. So I could probably turn this down a little bit. But it does have its own thermostat, which to me is a great thing. It's got its own thermostat, so its own heat source, so that the chickens can stay in there and be warm. And it gets warm for them at night and so forth. And then the other nice part about it is the slide out trays that we can just slide out and clean, when we need to do that. So that's two really nice features that I really like about it. So this is our new adventure. Obviously we've got chickens. I've had chickens for a long time, but this is kind of new. And they will not live their whole lives in this. No concerns about that. They're gonna live here in there until they're big enough to move. These guys obviously will move into here, and then these guys will move out into the chicken tractor when we get to that point. So anyway, that's what was going on. So as you can see, we are still getting eggs from the other ones. This is just the most recent time out there. And yeah, they're a little dirty because we're having a problem with the critter that keeps getting in there. And what's making them dirty is that whatever critter is getting in there is eating them in the coop. And so anytime they lay in there, there's egg yolk and everything else in there, and so everything sticks to it. So you can see like this one is completely clean, and it's not, they're all warm, so I don't think it's a just laid thing. But then this one is really dirty because, well, it got laid in a bed that had, I could tell it had egg yolk and stuff in it. So everything sticks to it. And we clean out those beds probably twice a week or so, or at least I clean them out twice a week. My son's supposed to clean them out a little more frequently, but anyway. So it's not that our coop is really dirty. It's just that we've got a critter in there making problems. So I got to deal with that. But anyway, so our ultimate goal here is that brooder will help us replace some of the chicks as they go on. I really wanted to experiment with it. We got those chickens relatively cheap from a local farm, and so I wanted to experiment with it with a brooder. Then what I'm going to do is, hopefully this weekend, and I'll try to get some video of it, we're going to build a homemade incubator, and then once a week we'll pull the eggs from the chickens. Well, not once a week, but once every 28 days or so, we'll pull a day's worth of eggs from there and hatch them, and then throw them in the brooder as they get big enough and so forth. And that way we have more laying hens, eventually to sell some of them, but mostly to replace. I mean, our chickens are 2.5 to about almost 2 years old now. Yeah, almost 2 years old now, and they start stopping laying somewhere around 3 years. They'll continue to lay, but just not as prolifically. So I do want to replace those before they stop laying, and then we'll go. Plus, we'll have eventually we'll have some more chicks to lay. And any of the roosters we're going to use, any of the roosters that we get out of that whole process, will be used to help us with the tick problem out back. So we'll kind of, once they're big enough, we'll release them into the woods and let them just kind of live out there to try to help us with that, with the tick and other bug population. So anyway, that's our goal. And I'll talk to you next time.